All right. Good morning, guys. So, where are those uninformed NPP boys? I have a message for you, and I'm going to be reading out from your constitution, your own country constitution. You know, because most of the time, these guys, if you don't enlighten them, they will not get to understand their left from their right, and it is a necessity that we inform them because, you know, these guys are playing emotional politics and the tribal politics, and we have grown in Africa beyond that, you know, level of politics. All we are doing now is to, you know, salvage Africa, bring Africa's glory back, and make sure that every single person, every single African enjoys dividends of democracy. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. It doesn't matter who you know, where you are, which country you belong to, and you know what matters is, you know, lending your voice and making sure that we sanitize this continent, and everyone enjoys, you know, the dividends of democracy. Well, I'm going to be reading your constitution for you NPP boys, NPP uninformed boys. Let me read from here. Before you say I don't have the right to talk, why should I talk that I'm a foreigner? Or I don't have the right to talk, am I a Gambian? So let me inform you. First of all, I live in the Gambia, and I pay my resident permit every single year. I pay my taxes in my business. I have children, like I said, I have children here. I married a Gambian wife. My children are half Gambian and half Nigerian. So I have every right to lend my voice. If you can do that with others, but for me, I know my rights, you know. So I'm exercising my right. Okay. So first of all, let me read from your constitution. This is the constitution is written by your own government, not by me or Nigerian government. It's written by your own government. First of all, what the constitution actually says. Freedom of speech, expression. Section 25 of the constitution guarantees freedom of speech, expression, assembly, association, etc., for every person. In quote, he said, because this right is phrased as every person, it is not limited to citizens, right? So even non-citizens, including foreigners married to Gambians who are lawfully in the Gambia, have the right. In other words, they can publicly express their opinion, criticize government, participate in public debates, etc. Political right. We understand that fact. However, when it comes to political rights, such as voting, standing for election, or holding public office, the constitution restricts those to citizens per section 51. Every citizen has the right to take part in public affairs, vote, run for office, and access public service. So non-citizens, even if married to a Gambian, generally cannot vote or be elected, run for public office unless they become citizen. Furthermore, 3, he said, citizenship by marriage. The constitution does provide a path to citizenship for foreign spouses. A person married to a Gambian citizen and who has been ordinarily resident in the Gambia for a certain number of years may apply to be registered as a citizen under the 2019 constitution. The residency requirement is 5 years for spouse of a citizen before applying. Once a foreign spouse becomes a citizen, they would then have the full political right. I hope somebody is getting to understand me. I'm sorry for my reading skill. Okay. Furthermore, it says interpretation and practical implications. Yes, a foreigner married to a Gambian has the constitutional freedom to speak politically, criticize, and comment on public policy, because freedom of expression applies to every person, being married to a Gambian or not being married to a Gambian. As long as you are legally residing in the Gambia, you have the right to lend your voice. Now, not just citizens, but political power Example, elections is reserved for citizens so until they naturalize. If they do, they can't vote. If they don't, they can't vote or run for office. The path to citizenship exists, but there is a residency requirement 5 years under Constitution 2019 Constitution. So for those of you, these NPP boys, if I want to participate in Gambian politics, if I really want to participate in Gambian politics, I have every right, because I've been living in the Gambia for 15 years, married to a Gambian, have Gambian children, so I'm overqualified to be naturalized in the Gambia. I can easily carry my documents to foreign affairs or wherever they do it and go and naturalize and participate in politics. You can't stop me based on the Constitution. And secondly, for me to lend my voice, come out here to lend my voice, you can't shut me up, because I know my rights. I have the constitutional right to lend my voice because I reside in the Gambia. I pay taxes in the Gambia. I'm legally residing in the Gambia. So why will you come and be telling me that I should not talk? I'm a foreigner. But when you go to America, you want to participate in American elections. When you go to America, you struggle to have American passport. When you go to Europe, you struggle to have European passport. When you go to UK, you struggle to have UK passport. This is the kind of slavery mentality that most of you guys are still going through. And when you possess those passports, you will want to participate in their elections. What made America great today? America became great, one of the greatest. In fact, America became the greatest country on earth because of diverse culture, diverse nationalities and all that. You can't be telling people you don't have to talk because you're a foreigner in a country of 2 million population. How do you want the country to grow? When it's Tabaski, ordinary Tabaski alone, when Senegalese go for prayers, you can't find anything in the market. You can't even see anything to buy in the market. So do you think that foreigners are not adding values here? I mean, let's come to that part. You think foreigners are not adding more values than you? That when they give you a job, when you look for a job, they give you a job, you do the job with pride, with pomposity. You can't even be loyal to your ordinary job that where you are earning money for living. You can't be loyal to it. I mean, this is the problem that we are having in Africa. I keep saying it: sentiment, favoritism, tribalism, emotion. This is the main problem that we have in African politics, and we cannot continue, going through this. Like I said, I stand by Jammeh all day long, and it's my opinion. It is Jammeh's right to come back to this country. He is an elder statesman. I don't care how you feel, but you cannot silence me. You cannot stop me from lending my own voice and saying my opinion. This is my own opinion, my right, my legal right. I have the right to lend my opinion. So you can't stop me. You can't shut me up. You can't. If you take me to court, I win you. Hands down. You can't. The only thing you can do is just to kill me. But as long as I'm alive, I will learn. When I see evil, I will call evil evil. You can't be saying that Jammeh will not come back to this country. I mean, first of all, look at yourself. That Jammeh will not come back to this country. What did he do? And most of these corrupt African. That is one of the. If I keep saying that African Union is corrupt, ECOWAS is corrupt, believe me, I knew it that they will want to frustrate Jammeh's coming back, but it will not work. Because I trust Yahya Jammeh. I know who he is. If he really want to come back to this country, he will come back to this country and nothing will stop him. All of you will arrest all of us because we will lend our voices. Even if I don't come out physically to protest, we will protest here. And the whole world will see. It is his right to come back to this country, participate in politics if he wish. He's a citizen of this country. You can't be expecting somebody that have worked so hard for this country for decades, that have contributed his water in this country, in the progress of this country, and you are expecting him to live all his life in exile just because of your own selfish interest and selfish gain. And all I can leave for you guys here, but no matter whatever you guys do to Jammeh, one day, whatever you do is waiting for you somewhere. At the end of the day, Jammeh's condition might even be better than yours. Yes. Because whatever you accuse Jammeh of doing today, you guys are all doing it. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next one.